Hey, this is Key Creator Studio, Master Drawing Japan. Let's make a point to draw every day, right? Okay. So I want to talk about how to draw the leg and and the knee. I think that's something a lot of people have difficulty with. Is like what's happening like with the knee, right? Um, when it comes like to like drawing the leg, right? Um, basically, um, you can follow like this kind of like rhythm here, right? Which is like the outside of the the thigh, the rhythm feeding into the knee, that rhythm feeding into like the calf, and then like into the inside the leg and the outside of the leg, or like the inside ankle, outside ankle, right? And then like we can put our volumes on top of it like that. And of course, like you have a curve here and like a straight. Of course, this goes up into like the pelvis area. From the top of the pelvis of the sacrum, like you have um, the iliotibial band that goes here, and then you have like the sartorius muscle, which goes in here like that, right? So you get this basic kind of relationship. So this is like a very simple like shorthand for for drawing the leg. Okay. Now I'm leaving a lot of things out. I'm leaving a lot of things out. But if you just need like to draw like a leg, this is something that you can do, right? You can use the rhythms, right? Right, outside of the thigh to the knee, right, into the outside of the calf, into the high point of the ankle, the low part of the ankle, and then like into the foot. You have that, right? So that can work, right? However, this is like an abbreviation. This can work if you just need to get a leg. If you're drawing things that are kind of like simple, once it gets into like the knee, right, it starts to get a little bit more difficult for some people, right? Some people will do this, like they'll just, they'll put like a circle here, and they'll draw like a triangle down, and then like they'll do like an overlap like that, and then like you can say, okay, that can work in place of like what's happening in the knee, but there are a lot more things that are going on in here. I guess this is supposed to imply like the relationship of the patella, on top of the meeting point between the femur and the tibula, whatnot, right? And again, if you just need like an abbreviation, that's fine. Like that can work perfectly fine. It's not, the art police are not going to come and arrest you, right? But again, like if you need something that needs a little bit more detail, or um, if you would like to be a little bit more informed about what's happening in here, it might be a good idea like to study a little bit more anatomy about it. Okay, so I'm going to draw a little bit of a bigger one, and this one's going to have a little bit more detail. Okay, so but I'm going to use the same idea, which is like rhythms, of the foot, right? Oh, sorry, of the leg, right? This feed into that, feed into that, feed into that, feed into that, and that out into the foot, pretty much, right? Just to lay that in, right? There are my volumes. I'll try to draw this a little bit bigger so that you can see what's going on. Hopefully, and I hope this is showing up. Now, the truth is actually like what really like makes up the components of the knee. It's not just like the condyle, like just like floating on top of it like that, um, you know, what really a big part of it is like, are like the condyles. The condyles are, let's say like this is the bone here, right? Like this, this round, like tubular kind of growth that you have that helps like to fit in to well, it's to fit into, to, or at least to attach to things like, such as like tendon and things like that, like tendons will attach to that. And of course, create a, a structural balance for, um, for this architecture here, right? Now, so let's say like this is the femur bone, right? Okay. Beneath that, you have um, the uh, the tibula bone, right? Actually, there are two bones here, but I'm drawing it from the inside. So so we don't see the fibula, which is a short one. And then from here, you have actually this, we call it like the kneeling point. So if you touch like the bottom, like below your knee, like you'll feel like this triangular shape like pushing out, and and then that's actually an important part. Then on top of that, you have the patella, and the patella actually is here, and then the patella actually is like, you have like three tendons attaching onto that. Okay, so all these things, and sorry, and this actually fits down in here into like towards like where like the kneeling point is actually. So all those things actually like they make up, they make up the knee. That's actually like what's actually happening in there. Okay. Sorry, just to, okay. Anyway, you got the idea. I hope this is showing up. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna, maybe I'll see if I add a little bit of color here so that things will stand out a little clearly. Hopefully, I hope this is showing up. This is a little bit of a sanguine here. Okay. I'll put the bone parts. Okay. All right. So that's the basic relationship that we have going on there, right? All right. So to apply that to this, okay. So here, I'm gonna imagine like this knee is like it's bent a little bit, okay. So here, like you have like the tuberosity here, like that, and then you have the lower part here, like you have, okay, hold on a second. You have this curve here, straight, okay, this comes in. Now, one thing that people don't really take into account, what's happening in here, actually, you have two bones here, right? You don't have like just like this one bone that just comes down like that. You also have a smaller bone, which is the fibula, which is a tiny bone. It's a tiny bone here that goes all the way down there, and actually, that's kind of important. Actually, that little, so you do have like a little bit of a protrusion there, that's feeding into it. Okay, so from here, from that, then like you have the patella, like sitting on top of it, like that basically, and the patella actually is quite thick, actually, sitting like that. Now, in terms of what is attached, oh, and sorry, and also here's the kneeling point here. This little protrusion actually comes down to like a triangle sort of thing, I do have a skeleton over here, but I can't grab it right now. I'd like to show it to you. But if you touch the bottom of your knee, like, that's an important thing right there, okay? All right. So in terms of what else is happening here, all right, so you have like three like major muscles, that are attaching to this, okay? So that all attach to the patella. They all attach to the patella, okay? One is like you have like, which is the muscle, it's called the rectus femoris, and that comes out, feeds into like there. Then like you have the rectus femoris, which actually like sits on top. She sits on top, but it sits on top, but it also like feeds into here. And then you have the vastus internus muscle, which actually comes in. Let me slow down. It comes in like that. Okay, so you get like this basic relationship, and then on the inside here, this muscle here is actually this is an abductor muscle here, but like what separates it is the sartorius muscle, and that goes all the way, and that feeds into the lower part of your the lower part of your femur. On the outside, you really can't see it from this angle, but you have the iliotibial band, and that comes all the way down, and that feeds into the other side, of your fibula. Sorry, of the tibula. The tibula, the two bones that I'm referring to. The tibula, and sitting like underneath it, you have like the fibula, like that. It's like a little, and that fibula is very important, because actually that's the truth is the fibula is really like the outside. It's like the lower part. The lower part. Sorry, the lower part of your ankle. So that meaning like the outside part of your ankle. And then the fibula. Excuse me. The tibula is the inside. Is the inside of your ankle. Okay. So you get this kind of relationship actually. Again, the kneeling point is this thing here. Okay. All right. And then from there, you have. So from here, and then you have the gastrocnemius muscle coming out like that, and then you have like the other part, the gastrocnemius coming in like this. Okay. So now in terms of like the the details surrounding this, of course, there's going to be some, what do you call it? Some like bunching up of the rectus. Sorry, sorry, what's wrong with me? I'm sorry, with the vastus muscle on the inside. There's gonna be some bunching up from that, because this one is actually gonna be a little bit low, like that. Okay. Also, when you draw the knee, there are gonna be other things, like there's some water pads and things like that, like bursa, in there, that actually like helps, like like just like cushion. So that's why you get that kind of sorry, you get that kind of look of like swelling and stuff like that, or you know, these folds or whatever. You know, that's what that's all about. Okay. All right. And of course, this is coming out, coming in to there like that. Okay. All right. And then, again, you know, when you guys like draw, I mean, I'm focusing on drawing the knee, but you know, one thing you should always remember is that when you draw the lower part, the inside of the ankle, which would be the the tibular bone, that part is high, and then the outside, right, which is the fibula, is always low. And then feeds into the foot like that, pretty much. Okay. I was tempted to do it in this video because I wanted to like take like one of my favorite artists and kind of like show like what was actually happening in the leg, you know, that they were drawing, and I wanted to use the example of Jack Kirby, actually, who's a hero of mine, of course, and hero to many people who interested in comics or art, animation, and stuff like that. But like Jack Kirby, and, you know, God bless him, you know, because we all love Jack. Actually, when I was a kid, I had a chance like to see him at a convention. You know, I remember when he entered the convention hall, it's like I swear it was crowded, and the really it was like Moses like parting like the Red Sea. Everyone just made way for him, and he just like walked down the center, and it was this little guy, you know. But that was my one chance to actually be in the room with the legend like that. Stan was there too. Stan Lee was there also. I didn't talk to Jack Kirby, but I did have a chance to interact with Stan Lee for a little bit. I think I asked him like to sign my sketchbook. You know, he called me Sonny. He said, "What can I do for you, Sonny?" So anyway, my point is that, you know, like Jack, you know, would do knees like this. Like he'll have like a volume here for the thigh, and then like he'll do a volume here like that for like the leg, and then like he'll just like put like a square like that. I mean, I don't think he even acknowledged like, you know, this to be like a curve. I mean, sometimes, you know, sometimes it was like really coming out, you know, like this. It was crazy, you know. And of course, I'll try to do a Kirby squiggle, this kind of thing. Anyway, you know, maybe in the next video, what I'll do is, you know, I'll take like maybe like one of Jack's drawings, and then try to bring it a little bit into more reality, you know. And basically, you know, that's what